Hi everyone, in this video I'd like to show you how to collect data for an exponential phenomenon if you're not collecting from Google Trends. So I have gone into Google Images or somewhere else online and I found something that I'm interested in as an exponential pattern. In this case, you would have to kind of turn your head sideways to see your x-axis and y-axis. The exponential curve, this would be the highest point, and then you have a curve going to the lowest point. And I'm looking at revenue of NBA teams, the top team in terms of revenue, all the way to the bottom. And the interesting thing is it's not linear, but rather the top team has a really high value, and then it drops relatively quickly, and then kind of stabilizes, levels off. And so I have my numbers here. Here's my y-axis. My y-axis will be revenue in millions, and then my x-axis is the rank. And so we're going to go to Desmos.com, and we're going to make sure that we are signed in so we can continue to edit this on any laptop. And we're making sure to press save often. And the way that we're going to enter our data is to go to add a data table, and then I can add all of my x values. Now the question is, what if you aren't given the specific y values? Like in my case, I'm given the specific y values, but if you had something like this, I might consider printing it off and coming up with your own scaling mechanism here to really try to get your best estimate of each of these data points. In addition, a friendly reminder that if you have something like the year 2001, you're going to have to call that year 0, so you have a good y-intercept to use. And actually, you want a y-intercept where it starts to curve up, so I actually might, in this case, call 2009 year 0. So that's really important. You're trying to set your y-intercept, your 0 point, to where it starts to curve up. So in this case, 2009. But going back to Desmos, now that I'm starting to enter my data, here will be my y values. So 426, 371, and 359. And I keep going, and I'm asking, why aren't these showing up? Because here's x equals 1. Why did this data point show up? In the right-hand corner, you can set your y-axis to match your values. So I'm going to move my y maximum up to 500, and then I start to see my data points. One of the other first things I'm going to do is label my x-axis. This is team rank, revenue, and then in terms of revenue. And then my y-axis is revenue in millions. And then I'm going to press save, and I can start to get my data collection going. Let me do the exploration of revenue. And now I have a title. I'm going to continue to save it, and when I'm ready to put in my exponential model, that will be able to go right here. So that is how you can begin to collect data if you're not doing your exponential on Google Trends.